We're joined by the University of St. Thomas. They just completed play in Game 5 of the 2016 NCAA Division III Softball Championships. We are joined by third baseman Micaela Trainor and head coach John Tschida. Coach, talk to us about today's game, please.
Yeah, I thought a very well-played game. Pitchers obviously did a great job. Their pitcher we knew was going to be very good. She had 7 strikeouts, but I thought our kids had pretty good at-bats and moved the ball. But we knew she'd be tough to score more than a couple runs off of. We were hoping to just catch a couple and maybe knock in a home runner here. But they did the same to us. Actually, we didn't have our number 1 ready, but our number 2 and 3 did a very good job. We had 1 walk between the 2 of them, and they held them down pretty good. It's really, one bad pitch really that put them on the board. And Riseball that was supposed to be up and out and kind of left it down. So both pitchers did a really good job, commendable for them. And then team-wise, pretty good defense all the way around. So it was a well-played game, good game for the fans. Just somebody had to lose, and their pitcher was the better pitcher today.
And Micaela, talk about that a little bit from a player's perspective. You didn't have your number 1 going today, but you had people step up.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the feeling from the team about that sort of mantra throughout the season.
Yeah, so that's kind of been the story of our season all year. Different people have had to step up, and we have full confidence in whoever coach calls upon to get the job done. So even though our number 1 was out, I still had confidence in our number 2 and 3. They've been here before, and I was confident that they were going to get the job done, and they did a great job. And so hats off to them. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do when you get called upon to come into such a big game, but I commend them for what they did, and they got in the fight and did the best that they could, and that's all you can ask. So
let's talk about things a little offensively for St. Thomas today.
Yep.
Came up against a tough pitcher. You had 2 hits out there. You had 1 of them.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about what you were seeing out there, and as the game was progressing, what was the plan as you were getting later in the game?
Yeah, she's a great pitcher. Obviously, we knew that coming into it. We knew she had a good rise ball. Luckily, throughout the season, we've seen some good rise balls and batting practice, things like that. The game plan was to not chase things out of our zone, but to zone up and make a good swing on a good ball to hit. So that was kind of our plan, to zone in on something a little lower and attack from there. So,
Coach, did the offensive plan change at all throughout the game as you were going, as it got deeper in and it stayed tight, and then eventually you fell behind that 1 run in the 6th? Did anything change as you were going throughout?
A little bit, and we wanted to start taking some pitches. She was getting behind some of our hitters, but then she'd come right back and throw strikes, and we weren't able to do much with them, so it was about taking strikes. But, by the end of the day, she only had 1 walk, so she was wild enough to kind of keep you on your toes, but still came back with good pitches. And then she would throw a high rise, out of the zone and come back with a low one, kind of sneak it in. So she did a good job of mixing up her pitches, too. We watched her the game before, and she threw a little bit more variety today than she did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Micaela, let's talk a little bit about this team a little bit. We heard during the awards ceremony that a lot of younger players on the squad. Talk a little bit about what you think the basis is that you set for this team, being one of the seniors on the squad, one of the upperclassmen. Where do you think this team is ready to go here for the future coming forward?
Yeah, I'm so proud of all the young players on our team. It's been a blast to be a senior playing with the young girls, having that energy and that love for the game. It's very contagious, and I think that if they continue to work hard and do what the program has in place for them, and to keep doing what they do and get better every day, that's all you can do, and hopefully they'll be back here, and I can't wait to see them.
Coach, talk a little bit about the story and the pride you have in this year's squad.
Yeah, it was, it starts with the upperclassmen, kind of, they always say just buy in, just follow the program. The program's been built by all the alumni, and, the alumni just keep giving and giving back. They write letters to the kids that are presently on the team and talking about what it means to be, you could be your last player on the bench or your number 1, but so much of it is just the team concept. And so the seniors, some, here with 5 different freshmen starting, it's pretty tough for the upperclassmen. But they were very unselfish and very much role models and mentors. So they saw that as their big role. Rather than being the star player, they're the star mentor. And that allowed the young players to play to their level. So not only the upperclassmen that started, like Mick, did their thing, but they did so much more off the field.
Well, Micaela and Coach, thank you very much, and congratulations on a fine season.
All right, thank you.